did on that goal?
Well, his play, I think, speaks for itself. He stepped up to the plate and he's delivered for 3 games straight. Obviously scoring big goals, but doing a lot of other things during the game, the penalty kill portion of it, the forecheck, the momentum. He's been tremendous for us on the goal. Thought it was a line goal, really, in my opinion. Leon was involved in the forecheck and put the puck into a good area. And real good anticipation skills by Cass to read where the play was going, and then found a way to sneak it by the goaltender.
Todd, can you talk about that adjustment that you made? Leon had been on that line for most of the end of the regular season there, but you made an adjustment, threw him in the middle, and that line ended up scoring. Yeah,
we were. When you're on the road, you don't always get what you want. And with Jumbo coming back into the game, they were big and strong down the middle. It's one of their strengths. And we started the night a certain way, and I didn't think it was working in our favor. So we moved a few things around, and it was not a demotion by any means for Leon. In fact, I whispered in his ear it was a promotion because his responsibility level had to go way up, and I thought he did a good job.
It seemed like maybe when his minutes came down a little bit, the quality went up. Is that fair?
No, I think it. I don't agree with that. I just think that the game changed a little bit in that time, and the whole team's play went up a little bit when we did that. But it was a tight game. It could have went either way, and both teams played well. Both goaltenders played well. We were on the right side of it.
Coach, you guys didn't take as many penalty signs as you guys did in games 1 and 2. Were you preaching discipline after game 2?
Yep. Yeah, we were. That's pretty obvious that we took too many, and 6 a night wasn't gonna get it done. So we cleaned that up a little bit.
Todd, so many games, playoff games here. This was your barn. Was it surreal? What did it feel like to be the other guy this time?
Well, it's sure not about me. I can tell you that much. Everybody moves on, and there's 40 guys tonight that put the equipment on. I know Peter DeBoer would tell you the same thing. It's not about the 2 of us. It's about the guys that have ice bags on their ankles and blocking shots, and they're tired, they're sore. Both teams are like that, and when you have that type of game where everybody leaves the rink worn out, it was a hell of a game, and I thought that was the case tonight. So the last thing this series is about is the 2 coaches.
Todd, Cam Talbot has not had to stand on his head in the last 2 games, but he has 2 shutouts. What's the adjustment for a goalie in the playoffs? Because it seems to be a different animal for them than the regular season.
Yeah, I think that players in the playoffs ramp it up a little bit more. Their responsibility level goes up, and we didn't have that in game 1. Our responsibility level wasn't where it needed to be, and that was that corny red box thing that we talked about. But it gets ramped up a little bit, so it's tougher to get the puck to the net and to the paint, and in turn, maybe the goaltenders don't see as much dramatic work, if you will, but it becomes tougher because there's more bodies going to the net. It's sporadic, and you have to have a really good focused goaltender. Both teams have that right now.
Coach, for the first game, Sharks were dominating in the shots, and especially the second 2 periods and overtime. From the last 2 games, a lot has changed. I mean, you have held the team at no scoring. What particular adjustment you think you have made for defense to achieve that?
Well, we've just become a little more responsible. We've made a few adjustments to our game plan and some of the things that we do, but it really comes down to being more responsible team-wide, and it's helped us to this point. We'll have to get better. We'll have to take our game up a notch, starting in game 4.